Oh my God, let me tell you one thing. That was the biggest mistake of our lives. Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're all doing good. What you see behind me right here, this house is me and you, our new project. Before I continue this video, if you are new to the channel, what I speak about is real estate, entrepreneurship, and personal development. So if you're new here, please subscribe, and let's get started with the video. As I slowly start to reverse in here, the backstory on this house is basically, I had it rented to tenants. Okay, hold up, pause. I'm doing this thing entirely wrong. I'm not gonna start by showing you the house. First, I'm gonna share with you the story of the house, what happened with the house, and then in another video I can show you the house, the remodel, what we plan to do and whatnot. But for right now, this video is about this house and what in the world happened with it. When this house was purchased, what happened? How did we get it? Why did we get it? What in the world were we thinking when we got it? This house was purchased with tenants inside of it. So when we came to this house, there is a brother, another brother, and there is a mom. And these three people, not 8 people, 3 people are living in this house, and they've been renting the house for 4 months. We came here, we spoke with them, we negotiated with them, and they said, man, give me 1 month and we will be out. So what do? You know what? Let's just give them the house for a month. What harm is it? 1 month, they'll be out. We like the location, we like the house, we like where it is, we like how it is, we like who's in it, we like who has it, and let's just give them it, man. Now guess what? What happens when someone promises you they're gonna stay for 1 month? They stay for another 4 months! Plus tax, not even 4 months, 6 months, 6 months, not 1 month, 6 months. So after the first month, they say, hey, another week please, another 2 weeks please. The mistake we made is we were nice, we felt for them, the mom had surgery, we had love and emotions, and we said, all right, another week, no problem. Another 2 weeks, no problem. Another 3 weeks, no problem. Remember, we're getting paid for it. But that wasn't the plan in the first place. We need to be quick on these properties. Buy them, remodel them, and sell them. We do not like to hold. So that happened. They stayed for another week, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, and they kept on dragging on and on and on. And then we're like, what in the world is going on? So we decided to take it in our own hands and say, look man, if y'all are gonna keep on pushing it, let's just rent the house to you guys. Oh my God, let me tell you one thing. That was the biggest mistake of our lives. Now when I tell you the biggest mistake of our lives, zero exaggeration, we decided to rent them the property. I hate renting. I despise renting. I do not advise renting. Now you're probably like, why man? Renting is good. Why man? Renting is passive income. Look guys and girls, when you're old, when you're retired, when you're a grandpa, when you don't have energy, then you can rent. That's my whole idea. That's my whole thing when it comes to renting. At this point, I do not like to rent. So month 1, month 2, month 3, and they're just renting, and we're collecting baby checks, baby money, baby stuff that doesn't even buy me food from McDonald's, and we're just waiting until they can leave because they have to take care of their personal issues and whatnot. So as the months start to proceed, on the 3rd month, the 4th month comes, and then what do I find out? There is a leak under the master bathroom. I get a call from the tenant and he goes, hey man, the water under the master bathroom is leaking. I'm like, how in the world do you know, bro? Are you a repairman? Are you a plumber? He goes, no, when I was walking in the master bathroom, I felt that under my feet was hot. And I said, you know what else is hot? And he said, what? And I said, me. Alright, let's throw the jokes aside, let's be serious right now. So he calls me, under his feet it's hot in the master bathroom. Now let me tell you one thing. I love him for calling me. I love him for telling me. Because do you know how big of a problem that would have been if the tenant didn't tell me that the master bathroom floor was hot? Which is weird because if it's hot, you just like it and you keep on walking. He called me and he felt that there was a problem. So remember, I'm not telling you the tenants are bad. I'm telling you that the whole idea of renting is just not my thing. So this guy gives me the call and tells me that. Now I'm like, thank you so much. Let me figure out what's going on. I call a plumber. The plumber comes out And let me tell you, this is a whole nother video. The plumber comes out, he says, yeah man, you're leaking under the ground, and I'm gonna have to jackhammer through the floor, and I'm gonna have to break the flooring, and I'm gonna have to do this, and I have to do that, and in my mind, all I hear is money. All I hear is numbers. So now I'm already stressing out. I'm hardly making a couple bucks from this rent because it can't even get me that much because renting is the worst thing you can possibly do in your life. And now I have to pay this plumber, who knows what his numbers are. Yeah, let's see how good this goes. So I look at the plumber and I'm like, what's up man? What's your estimate and what's your numbers? Let's see what we can get going on this. This is what he tells me. He rolls his glasses up and he goes, I can do this for $2,650, $2,650. Now I'm like, either I'm stupid or I'm stupid if I'm gonna do it with him. So I decide, because I'm so smart, let me go call another plumber. So I pick up the phone, I call another plumber, I get another estimate. He goes, yeah man, I can do it for $1,300. I say, yeah, you're the man, let's get started on this job. So he comes in all professional, jackhammer this big, taller than him. He comes in with gloves, he comes geared up, and I'm like, this guy is the right man. He goes in the master bathroom and he gets to work. Couple hours later, he gives me a call, he goes, man, this concrete is not normal concrete. Man, this concrete is real thick. I've been trying to jackhammer through it for 6 hours and I'm getting nowhere. And I'm like, I'm gonna jackhammer your head. You're probably hitting a beam, you Because you know, when there's foundation under the ground, there's beams, and if you're drilling through a beam, I don't care if the world ends, you're still gonna try to jackhammer through it. You'll never get through that beam. I'm just so hyped up. So he says, nah man, I tried multiple areas and it's still not going through. I said, I believe in you, brother. Get through it. I know you can get to this leak. I know you can solve the problem. Come on man, call me whenever it's solved. And he goes, yes sir. So I'm like, okay, this guy just said yes sir. I hyped him up, I gave him motivation. He's gonna call me with good news. He calls me again. He goes, man, I've tried so much today, I'm gonna call it a day and I'll come back tomorrow. So I decide, let me head to the property and see what he did. And I saw a total mess. I see concrete everywhere. The entire bathroom is dusted. The master bedroom beside it where the tenant sleeps is all dust. His clothes are dust in the closet. His clothes and everything is dust in his actual bedroom. Everything was a mess. He didn't mask, he didn't cover, he did nothing. So in my mind, I'm like, either this guy's retarded or he's retarded. So day 2 comes and I'm like, look, he's already jackhammered. I already paid him half down. Let him continue. He comes back again. He jackhammers again. He calls me 5 hours later. I've been jackhammering for another 5 hours and I'm getting nowhere. Long story short, me and him argue. I tell him leave. And then I go get a real plumber. This is what happens when you get people who give you cheap bids, even if they're licensed. Remember, these people are all licensed. Even if they're licensed, the cheaper bid is not always the better bid. I just lost half of the money I paid him down. Remember, he said $1,300. I gave him $650, so that's gone. And then he didn't finish the job, and he demanded the other $650. That's another argument I had with him. I call another plumber. The other plumber comes, and guess what he did? I swear to God, I am not exaggerating at all. He comes to the house. 2 hours later, he gives me a call and he goes, the job is done. Can you please come so I can get payment? I said, excuse me, sir, how, you said the job is done? What is it that you did exactly? He goes, this plumber that you bring, man, he did not know what he was doing. He was trying to jackhammer through the house when all I had to do was cut a 2x4 through the wall and reline that pipe, basically the one that's leaking, reroute it, and that's all I had to do. So please, if you can come make payment, and we're done and ready to go. Now that guy made me so happy. 2 hours he finished it. I wanted to pay him even more. I just lost money with the first guy who came to do the plumbing. This guy was such a cool person, was such an easy person to deal with, finished the job professional, and that's what made me happy to pay him. So long story short, with that, #1 issue of this property I'm speaking about is I got hit with a plumber who didn't know where in the world he was put on earth, and then I had to pay basically double for the next plumber to come do the job and recover what the first plumber messed up. Now that's the first issue with this house. The second one was the foundation. I realized that the foundation is bad. The reason why the pipe cracked is because the foundation was dipping. Initially when I bought the house, I knew the foundation was bad. But when I saw the pipe crack under the ground in the master bathroom, I said, alright, so that means the foundation is starting to lean too much, is breaking too many pipes. I have to fix that as well. I get out a foundation company, they come to the house, I get quoted $8,000, then I get quoted $6,000, and then I get quoted $3,600. 3 different bids. Like I always tell you guys and girls, never settle with one bid. I got 3 bids. And then, what did I do again? I went with the lowest bidder because I'm smart. I'm trying to pay the cheapest amount. Luckily, the lowest bidder was not like the lowest bidder for the plumber, and they did an excellent job. I got the foundation done, I got the plumbing done, and basically what was left? Getting the tenants out the house. Not in the house, out. I needed them out. After spending thousands of dollars for this repair and for these things I had to do, which remember, it's normal. Every house it happens, but once you fix it, it's not going to happen again, more than likely for the meantime or whatever it is, however long you keep the house. Anyways, I needed these tenants out the house. So I had everything fixed. The tenants were slowly getting closer to their deadline, and this talking too quick, man. I gotta relax. And the tenants were slowly getting closer to their deadline. Long story short, guys and girls, this house wasn't just a nightmare. This house wasn't just bad. This house wasn't just annoying. Because remember, when the foundation is bad, and whenever you have a pipe leaking underground, these things you have to fix them, because then you have tenants in the house who need it repaired because they're living in it. They need to shower, they need to have the water turned on. And then the best of the best happened. It turns out, whoa, the water heater decided to go out. The water heater, which is what makes the water what? It makes the water hot. Now, how did the water heater go out? Because underground, when the water was leaking, it's called a heat water slab leak, or whatever they call it. It's called a heat water or water heater slab leak or something, but it was hot water basically which was leaking. That's why the floor felt hot for the tenant. So now I had to replace the water heater. Went to Home Depot, bought a water heater, couple $100, installation couple $100, plumbers charge around $900 to $1,200 to install a water heater. Long story short, that is done. All 3 things are done. The tenants were coming closer to the deadline, and as you can tell, I'm exhausted saying the story because it has been a long 6 months. Now, me coming to the house today, I love this tenant. He paid on time, he did a great job cleaning it up, and he never gave me a headache. He was always there basically having my back. The reason why I hate renting, I already spoke about it and told you guys. It's not because that there are so many issues that go on with houses, because you can get a great house and make straight profit from the rent. But the biggest reason is, I believe at this time and age, when you're able to hustle and able to work hard, you need to keep your money rotating, not have it sit down. And this house having money tied up really made me lose a lot on money that I could have made. So to wrap up for this video, guys and girls, that's the story of this property that I'm in. I'm actually going to make a full walkthrough on this house. Not only that, but I plan to remodel it very soon. I'm going to share that with you as well. Show you the house before, show you through the remodel process, and then show you the aftermath of everything that we've done. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like it. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe for more. Remember, I speak about what? Real estate, entrepreneurship, and personal development. For this video, it is done. I'll see you at this house later. Stay in touch, and I'm out.